This is the final match. It looks like everything is golden. Let's get into it. So yeah, Ruins of Argus, like Plague Champ on the bot, like I almost feel like you just don't want to fight on the bottom here. The Plague Champ's gonna hop into the garrison, just camp up there, and then he's gonna drop a turret somewhere obnoxious. I feel like you just want to fight for mid and top, and then you can come into the bottom once tier 2 hits, and you've got some answers, easy answers to turrets. So yeah, this is it, guys. This is actually rough now. Let's get some hype in the chat. This is Game 5, our finals for our monthly team tournament. Let's see who's on the blue team. Katella?
It will be Redbeard playing as that Plague Champion. Damage over time, bolter, range damage, melee weapons later on, heals and repairs. And Dark Hero will be playing the very same hero. And let's take a look on over at our red team.
Our red team, Dark Riku, playing the apothecary that he's known so well for. Healing, shooting, stabbing, and Noisy, the King Spiky Man, the Hive Tyrant. Both Noisy and Riku haven't switched heroes yet. They've been sticking with these builds, and so far they've been proving that they've got it. As we predicted, Plague Champ hops right into that garrison, but leaves his power exposed, didn't cap the node, so now the Hive Tyrant's just going to decap it right away. Nids went right into the face of his opponents there, and now you can see Scouts capturing the top while attacks fight Chaos in the middle.
Yeah, I think that aggression by Noisy actually well played in that bottom, even though he doesn't have adequate answers to the garrison yet, although some Spore Mines are on the way.
Yeah, Spore Mines are on the way.
Taking advantage of that.
I feel like there's no way he's not capping this node, right? Like, he's 100% going to cap this.
Yeah, I mean, I was worried at first when I saw that Noisy committing to Tyranids when he's the one in the bottom lane. I felt that could have been rough if he has to deal with the garrison, but he actually chooses to buy the Spore Mines, and that does get the Plague Champion out of there. Can we even see him killed on retreat? No, I don't think so. Not enough damage.
Not quite. I'm surprised he didn't pop the node on that forward power farm there. So I mean, that's a good route, at least for right now. Like, that's what you're worried about in this matchup, being on the bottom against Plague Champ, right? You're worried about him taking that garrison, forcing you off, and then immediately dropping a turret on the victory point, or even your power farm. So getting that early route is a huge way to kind of equalize that, stay in this game early. Gens are dropping all over the place, and Red has the entire bottom of the map, so that's pretty excellent start from Noisy. Noisy, I think, was ready for the cheese and knew how to answer it.
Yeah, he does eventually put a node on the natural power farm for the blue team down in that bottom lane. So definitely an advantage in power income for the red team. They control everything except the natural power farm for the blue team on the top. So it's a plus 36 compared to a plus 49 at the moment, but I think that will change as more generators come online.
Yep, and then we do have Noise Marines coming in for Redbeard. And a Havoc on the field for Dark Hero. More Spore Mines coming in from Noisy. He's taking no chances.
Very interesting to see that many when it does look like bottom at this point has been pretty much completely abandoned.
I mean, they are relatively inexpensive, aren't they?
Yeah. Of course, they are also just completely expendable in the sense that they will eventually die. But I'm mostly just thinking in terms of the garrison on the bottom. One squad of Spore Mines taken out, and it does look like Dark Hero, or is this Redbeard? No, it's Dark Hero trying to move back into the bottom.
And for the time being, he doesn't even have enough power for a turret. Havocs are down here, though.
They will take the garrison to try to hold that bottom at some point. They still don't even have... Oh, no, actually, they do have their natural power. They just have to put a note on it. I think we heard an upgrade as well. It's going to be that Mucus Discharge coming out of Redbeard.
So again, a situation where they got a lot of early power, but they weren't able to drop a lot of generators or anything. because Dark Riku went for his big heavy wreck build again. He went Tactical Marines, and this time a Devastator into Assault. So a little one of everything. Ooh, these.
Yep, literally the 1-1-1-1 build. Assault Marines now jumping in, and does look like with the help of those Assault Marines, that should be a 1 engagement in the top for Dark Riku.
Yeah, I'm
Noise
kind of
Marines
surprised
still out
they
on the
didn't go
field
for
though.
those
What are they
heretics.
looking for? Looks like they'll just be working on maintaining the top. Should be able to win out against the Tactical Marines by virtue of silencing them.
Mm-hmm. Barb Strangler locking things down on the bottom. Doing a good job holding against the Plague Champ, although the power did go down. Gets the knockback, but not before the point is decapped.
Yeah, I think the Barb Strangler is a necessity given, you know, just having to deal with that garrison at some point. And I think Noisy actually does like to run it quite a bit.
Yeah, we saw it last game as well.
Be able to get back. Yeah, the bottom was eventually retaken by Dark Hero, but now Noisy is moving back out of there. Node is put there to actually delay Noisy trying to take back that, because Noisy doesn't have a great source of damage against the power node at the moment. He could work on it anyway. Where are his Hormagaunts? Oh, there they are. So they're coming in, and we'll probably start working on that soon.
Now up top, however, it looks like we probably got a Gen Bash happening here. I don't think this Chaos Force is quite enough to deal with what this Apothecary is bringing to the table. The knockback comes down on the Devastator. But the champions, Heretics are all forced off, and now the Assault Space Marines are free to jump wherever they'd like. And Flamer attacks gonna start burning down all the power.
Yeah, Devastator Marines were just reset up again just after being disrupted, because there was nothing there to actually put any more pressure on them after they got hit by the grenade barrage. Node is down, but then it's actually quickly bought back. Not focusing on the generator, so actually this isn't that productive of a generator bash so far.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went straight for the node. Is he trying to get the decap, I guess? I guess he feels like he can get it. He's got the Apothecary heal here. He doesn't have enough energy for any more heals, though, on those Assault Space Marines, so I guess he's just going to let them cap. He's got to be careful with these Noise Marines peeping up, though.
Yeah, even though the defense isn't enough to, like, fully push Dark Riku off, it is enough to prevent him from actually just getting a high-value generator bash. None of the generators were taken down.
He actually had to respond to the decap happening on his side from the Heretics.
Oh, yeah, I see that happening right now. So Assault Marines and the Apothecary is there. Going to be that Sanguine Chainsword on the Apothecary again as well.
So Space Marines finally getting routed from this side of the map. Touch and Nurgle going down, stalling for those Heretics, but they ultimately had to retreat. All they managed to do was get a quick decap, or sorry, a quick power node bust. They didn't even get the decap. But it was enough of a distraction to get Riku off of his gens, so that bought some good time. That was some good counterplay. An example of sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Force your opponent to respond, and it kind of ruins their plans.
And now the generator bash from this is Redbeard is actually proven to be quite a bit more high value so far. Already getting one of the generators, although it is kind of being interrupted now by this Apothecary tying things up. And he can't really focus off the Apothecary with that Sanguine Chainsword because he doesn't have the range damage or the melee damage to really overwhelm him.
Oh man, and here comes the Tyrant Guard charging in.
Charging in. Warriors got so low there.
I think he was just straight up stalling to get that Tyrant Guard into the fight.
Gonna look for some few attacks on the Havocs. Does not get a model. And we've got a pretty even game here. 324 to 376 victory points. 2-1 in favor of Redbeard and Dark Riku. Another generator bash attempt at the top by Dark Riku. Does now get a generator. Grenade barrage will go in, though. Not quite reacted to in time, and those Tactical Marines will be knocked down, and they will now be silenced by the Noise Marines.
Noise Marines like to be the only ones that make noise.
I do love some of those meme videos on the internet with Noise Marines doing things, or they make it into a dubstep song or something. All right, Assault Marine's actually kind of in trouble. Bloodletters will attempt to see if they can wipe them on retreat.
Oh, no.
I think they have a decent chance here, and they do.
Oh,
they finish off the Assault Marines. Dark Riku paying his own respects to his own Assault Marines.
Yep, F's in chat for Assault Marines. Riku now has lost how many squads of Assault Marines this tournament?
I don't know. You were saying 2 in that last game. The chat was actually saying that he had to buy them back 3 times.
Oh, really?
I'm
that
not
was
sure.
that was
I haven't
the
been
Medium
counting.
Cliffs game, I believe. Not the Calderas.
It's definitely the first time in this game.
Yeah. First time in this game, but when it comes to Assault Space Marines, oftentimes 1 is too many.
Oh man, look at those tactical Marines get melted.
Yeah, this is a terrible time to lose your assaults. You're just going into tier 2. All this higher tech stuff's coming up online, and now you're stuck with no disruption against all this chaos, high DPS, ranged forces.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Hero's got the double Zinj Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah, like what's this Hive
much
Tyrant
range
gonna
damage.
do? He's just gonna get burned down. Oh, he's got the invulnerability. Okay.
Yeah, doesn't matter how much DPS you do when you're up against that thing.
Bonded
Until it finally wears off.
Exoskeleton showing its value right here. Gets another special attack, knocks everything off over. Apothecary's taking on some Bloodletters right now as well. I think they will out DPS his healing though, unless he can manage to take out a model. It looks like he's gonna go down. Both heroes might be going down.
Oh no, there's the Apothecary. Can we make it the Hive Tyrant as well? He's so low, and indeed it will be. Now our Apothecary player, does he have enough? He does have enough for Laraman's Blessing. Yeah, and Noisy calling for it. I think it's obvious at this point. 150 requisition for one player compared to both of them spending 250 each. Just makes a lot of sense.
Pretty huge. Oh man, might be getting the Bloodletters in return. There we go. Bringing it back around.
Apparently studying how to be a Chaos Sorcerer.
That Plague Cloud is no joke.
I hope
Doesn't
people get that
manage to
joke.
get anything, but a couple models here and there. And this Tyrant Guard under quite a bit of fire. I'm surprised those Inferno Bolters aren't just focusing it down.
So may have forgotten, but actually when the Tyrant Guard goes into Shield Wall, it does get vehicle armor.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. It has super heavy infantry armor normally, but when it's in Shield Wall, it does actually get vehicle armor. So it makes it a lot harder to take down. Another seismic roar from that Hive Tyrant doing a bunch of disruption.
Plague Cloud.
Oh my god, this Plague Cloud.
I don't think he's looking.
Sir.
He doesn't see it. 2 squads
Oh, then he
down.
kind of micros. But this Plague Cloud belongs to Redbeard. He kind of dropped the micro a little bit on the end. Where's the high-level micro? I think he could have finished off that other Termagant brood.
I think so. I think he moved forward because it looked like he wasn't retreating initially.
I mean, it got a lot of value in any case. And the Hive Tyrant goes down again. My god, this is not looking good for Noisy and Dark Riku at this time.
Now
Had a
Riku's going
good
tier
start with
3, but he only has 2 squads.
Yeah.
Granted, they do have, they do still have a sizable victory point pool, but Riku doesn't have a lot of requisition. So he's not going to be able to bring a lot of tier 3 force to bear for at least a couple more minutes.
Noisy had a good start with how he took control of the bottom, but it feels like it's kind of spiraling out of the control. So many commander losses, so many squad losses now. Come on, can't Riku just heal up those spots?
Stern Guards losing their Sarge. I mean, it doesn't cost them any more, but it does actually give them more experience in red.
Really? I didn't know that. You can specifically lose the Sarge on Stern Guard veterans, and it will grant more red.
Yep. Yeah, it still grants
Oh, I
the
didn't know
21
that.
as opposed to the 17. Oh, Plague Champ about
Alright,
to find
then.
himself a zone throw to smack around. Shield goes
Which
up.
one of
It
those
does
Plague
get
Champs?
stunned.
Oh, this one.
It only takes 2 swings on retreat. He's only lands the 1, so he's gonna be all right.
He will have to get out of here at some point, though. This Plague Champion, super tanky, does use Mucus Discharge, and then he will retreat out of there. So double cap for Redbeard and Dark Hero, certainly looking like they're in a position where they might be able to finish out this series in their favor. And Dark Hero would finally be able to get a monthly team tournament win. At least, possibly the first time in a while. I don't know if maybe he had a few wins before I came back around.
I mean, when you get these pairs of Siege Marines just blasting away, causing so much wreck bleed.
Yeah, and it also does, it really makes life a lot harder for the Tyrant Guard, because even though it can go into Shield Wall and then it doesn't have to worry too much about the Chaos Space Marines, it's just whenever it's not in Shield Wall and it's actually trying to do things, it will get burned down super fast by the Chaos Space Marines.
Oh man,
however, I think this
Riku
might be enough of
so
a Tyranid
powerless.
Invasion force to take over the bottom.
Yeah. So Riku's getting
another
pushed
Plague
off
Cloud?
of the top. The 2 Tyrant Guards in here. Yeah,
Double tap. They're just getting thrown down so fast.
Oh my gosh, look at that. The Tyrant Guard just stands no chance against this.
Zoanthrope was scared off by the Plague Cloud on the back line.
Yeah, the Plague Cloud and the champion himself with the Power Fist. You can't take too many risks. There's 2 just super tanky Plague champs. I don't know, Plague Champion's good, man.
I assume you're just watching this Tyrant Guard just get beat up on
Oh
forever.
yeah. Oh yeah. There's not
It
much
will
else
eventually go
happening.
down. Since we do have the heavy melee, we do have the autocannon, so it will eventually go down. And it's looking pretty rough now. It's quickly spiraling out of control. Triple cap, and only about 100 victory points left for Noisy and Dark Riku.
Yep, Riku doesn't have the red for a Terminator call-in despite having tons of resources. Let's see, what else could he do? He could get a Predator if he wanted to. I mean, there's not a lot of anti-vehicle, but the Plague Champs would just shove them around so hard. Noisy's saying he thinks it's GG. He might be right. This is looking like an unbeatable force.
Yeah, it's really looking like Redbeard and Dark Hero about to unseat our existing reigning champions of the monthly Rumble tournament, or monthly team tournament.
Yeah, it's winding down, and they're
getting plenty of value this game.
Yeah, they're just stuck in their base practically at this point.
Yeah, I think we're now pretty much past the point of no return. They just can't get out there to get.
No, yeah, they would need to be capping right now.
GG's,
so GG's
are
come
already
in,
called.
and that's gonna be it. Dark Hero and Redbeard winning it out in the 5th final ace match here. I thought Double Noise Marine was gonna be tough in this matchup on this map. Not the way it went down. I kind of figured it was going to be early domination, but it wasn't really till tier 2 that they kind of really brought it out and started getting some stuff done. Riku lost his assaults, and I think that was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I think that is. I do think this was probably the best monthly team tournament finals we've had so far. Maybe even might just be one of the best monthly team, probably one of the monthly team tournament sets that I've seen in the past few months. I think the last one was like 3-1. The one before that, I don't remember. It might have been like another 3-1. Definitely our first 3-2 finals.
Yeah, that was
at least
very
since
cool.
I've been back.
Good matches, and there wasn't even a lot of 2-0, I don't think. I think a lot of the matches were 2-1, weren't they? Yeah.